Today, I'll be showing you how you can create your very own game without any code at all. I'm going to be using the Sandbox, which is also the sponsor of today's video. The Sandbox is a no-code game engine, and with their brand new GameMaker 0.9 update, you can make even better experiences. As a special reward to my viewers, if you guys want to find out how to earn sand, their in-game currency, then you can make an experience in less than 10 minutes using this video, and go to the description box and the pinned comment below, and then you can earn some sand, which can be cashed out for real money or used in the Sandbox marketplace to buy cool stuff. You can create pretty much anything with the Sandbox Game Maker, and once you publish your experience, anyone can play it. And you earn 100% revenue share on anything you create. And it's also trusted by over 400 top brands. So let's jump right into the video. First off, you're gonna need to get the GameMaker 0.9, which you can do with the link in the description, and then go over to the templates page once you're logged in. As you can see, there are a lot of different games that we can create, but I want to create something kind of like a thief simulator in a way. So the first thing that we're gonna need is a city for the thief. So I'm gonna head over to featured, and we're gonna change this to real estate so we can find the metropolis. And this is a pretty cool pre-built city that we can use for our game. I'm gonna call this Thief Game because I haven't really completely decided on a name yet. So after clicking create experience, you should see that we're loaded into our game. If we click play in the top right, then we can try out what's already there. Although there's no real game yet, it's really just an area that we can walk around. And it's a ginormous map though, so this will work great for our game. So let's exit play mode now, and we need to move over our spawn. So to do that, we're gonna go ahead and find this little waypoint marker, and we're gonna click on it. And now, as you can see, we have the option to move it around using the arrows. So I'm gonna move it a little bit over here, and then down over here to where the homeless man is. So the goal of this game is gonna be to help him get some food. But to do that, we need some sort of quest. And the way that we're gonna do that is first clicking on the little guy, and we're gonna add a behavior down here on the right. So where it says none, we're gonna click on that and change it to asker. So now if we click play, we can actually go over, click E to interact, and it'll say, how are you today? I feel good, not so good. But the thing is that that's not really what we want. We need to be able to customize this. So let's go back, and we're gonna change the question and the answers, okay? For this, we're only gonna have one answer, and the answer is yes, we gotta help out this guy. I'm gonna say, I need food. Please get me $5. And then for the answer, I'll say, sure. And I'm gonna name this guy Joe. So now we can go over and talk to him by clicking E. But when we click sure, there's no real quest to keep track of your $5 that you're getting. So how are we going to do that? Well, that's pretty simple. If you go up to the top left to objectives and we turn on the quests, then we can now create a new quest. This quest is gonna be get $5, and the description will say get money by stealing from civilians, because remember, it's a thief game. Now to unlock, we're gonna leave it as auto unlock, but for launching, we want it to require the message A1. The quest type is a counter, so that's good, and for the tag, we're gonna set it to coin, and you'll see why. For the action after completion, we're gonna set it to end the game. And now, if we click play, then we can talk to this guy and click sure. And bam! Get $5. New objective unlocked. The problem is that we can't really get these $5 yet, because look at the civilian. I'm trying to steal his money, but it's not letting me. So how are we going to add that into the game? Well, that's simple. First, let's head over to this guy, Maximilian, that's just walking around, and we're going to change his behavior from citizen to melee enemy. Now on top of that, we need to add another component down here where it says add component, and we're going to change that to drop. Now luckily, most of the conditions that are already set from this drop are already correct. Drop condition, death, yep, and it already has the drop as a collectible item. However, it doesn't actually spawn anything. So we're gonna go to assets to spawn, click add, and now we can choose what we want to spawn. I'm gonna do ancient treasure A because it looks like a big pile of coins. So now let's click play and try to attack this guy. So there we go, we defeated him and he dropped a pile of coins. However, when I pick up these coins, nothing actually happens. Remember when we said that it had to be under the tag coin? Well, we need to make this coin actually be a coin. And the way we can do that is super simple. So over here in the behavior of the drop, we're going to go to tags, click add, and then call it a coin. And make sure you're using the exact same spelling that you did under objectives where we wrote tag coin. So now let's click play, go over to this guy and attack him and try to pick up this coin. Bam! We just got 1 out of the $5. So now we can take this same guy and duplicate him around if we want. Or we can do that same thing for the other people. So this person right here, Archaeologist Mary, we're going to set her behavior from citizen to melee enemy, add a component, drop, asset to spawn, ancient treasure, and then the tag coin. And I think there was another guy down here. We're going to change it from predator to melee enemy, and he's going to drop the coin with the tag. I went around and made sure that it worked for all of the different people in the city, and even created a new one by doing Control D to duplicate one of the characters. Now let's go ahead and talk to this guy, claim our quest, and go ahead and battle one of these people. Boom, drop the coin, we can collect that. Let's go steal from this guy. Here's another person that we can destroy and take their money. And finally, this guy, and we had one more person in the city, placed him over here. So after we defeat him and pick up our final coin, there we go, the game ended. Now this is great and all, but I feel like people could get pretty confused on actually how to play the game. So let's go ahead over to gameplay, go to rules, and we're gonna go set up some rules for the game, which is basically like the coding for the sandbox. We're gonna click on this rules button on the left and game screen, and we're gonna have a pop-up window. The required message is gonna be A1, the same message that gets sent every time that you talk to the guy. The title, we can set this to how to get money. It's gonna be rob civilians around the city by clicking your left mouse button near them. And after we have those three, that's really all we need. Now we can click X and click play. And now it's just gonna look way more professional when we talk to this guy and say, yeah, sure. Bam, we have how to get money. Rob civilians around the city by clicking your left mouse button near them. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and do that right now. We're gonna rob them. Give me all your money. And we can play the game just as normal. Alright, so all of this looks great, except that I think there are a few more things we could do. So let's go over to player up here, and we can change the avatar to a custom one. The avatar model, we need to make him look real scary. I'm gonna make him a barbarian scout. Oh wow, we look way scarier. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be cool. We do not even fit in a city. Get out of here. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Now, also, I feel like it's just way too sunny for it to be, like, robber game. So we're gonna go to gameplay and the ambience, the lighting. Let's make it, like, night, you know? The robbing happens at night. And I think I'm gonna make it, like, a city night ambience. And I think, let's choose the Temple Trails music. So I just turned the music on. Let's try out the game now. Before we do everything, let's go over to player and camera, and we can make it a angled kind of camera. And we can change the distance and the camera pitch, and all of that's really cool. I recommend that you go ahead and play around with that, but I'm gonna leave it at the settings it already is though. As you can see, the music is really spooky and kind of like stealth in a way. I need food, please get me $5. How to get money, rob civilians. And then bam, we can go ahead and play the game. So that's all cool, but I think down this alley we should have a power up. So let's go over to equipment and make some gloves that are kind of like a secret area, secret little power up that we can add to the game. Place them down right there using the asset library. And we're gonna add a component to this, and it's gonna be the power up component. So let's click that. And the stats to modify, we're gonna make it be the attack power. I'm gonna make it by 20%. I'm gonna make it really overpowered because it's a secret area. And I'll make it last for a while too. I'm gonna call it secret power up. And there we go. Now let's click play. And if we head back here, bam, plus 20% attack power, which should really help us out if we're trying to do more damage. Finally, because it's pretty hard to get around the city, let's make a bus. So I'm gonna go under props where it says the school bus, and let's go ahead and place that down. So we're gonna have one over there and one over here in the city. And this is gonna be pretty cool because what we can do now is make it so that the school bus kind of like teleports us around. Now it already has some components, so we're gonna take off this behavior so that it's none. We don't want it to move, but instead we're gonna have the component of an avatar teleport. The only message required is gonna be the interact, and it should teleport you to the other school bus. So let's try that out now. If we go over and we interact, now let's go, and bam, we just got over to the other area of the map pretty quickly. Now we need to do the same one for the other one. So we're gonna click on this other school bus, and we're gonna set the component to avatar teleport, and we're gonna make it the first school bus. Now another thing that I found out is that if you go to behavior and we select an indicator, then now you can set the name to bus and display the interaction. I'm gonna do that for both of them right here. Add component, indicator. Now let's click play and try that bus out. We go over here and say use the bus. Bam, and now we're at the other area. This one's also a bus, and as you can see, it has a little name tag on it. So after you're done creating your game, then you can go over to this publish tab and then do create experience page. Now we'll click confirm, and then as you can see, you can publish your experience on this left hand side. So make sure to go ahead and look around for Thief game and try out my game on the Sandbox. So next up, I want to go ahead and try out some of the games that people on the Sandbox have made, and there are some really good ones. That news bulletin wasn't kidding. Downtown is a mess. The buildings are blazing. Alright, let's click play now. Is that invincible over there? Oh, you walk around by like flying. That is pretty cool. Alright, let's talk to him. Hey, nice flying skills. I'm not invincible, but I can handle myself. Great. Now if you don't mind punching this jet until it falls apart, I'll take care of these guys. We gotta destroy this jet. Now let's go take care of these bad guys. Thanks for the assist. You've got some power in you. I'll give you that. Really? Yeah, I think I know you from somewhere. Weren't you zooming around town the last time the Flaxlands attacked? Hold up. Hear that? The grinding sound like metal on concrete? Over there! That tower's about to fall over. How are we gonna save the tower? We have to get all the way up there. Whoa! This is actually really cool. Alright, let's go up. This is the news tower. Stabilize. Okay, E to interact. There we go. Okay, that was pretty close. It's a good thing we were able to save it. And all of these games are made on the GameMaker. I feel like the world building is just incredible. Alright, here we go, we're in. So we have to remember our past in here. Alright, let's turn this on. See? Whoa. What's going on? Ooh. I think we arrested him. No. This is terrible. So it looks like our wife got killed, and now we're trying to figure out who the killer was. Okay, so there's a letter over here. Meet me tonight at the local cinema. I need to give you something that belonged to Mary. I should have done it years ago, but you have to understand. I needed time. I kind of like how it's like all like black and white. That's like really cool. It's the opening night of Town Lights today. Tickets cost half a bottle of whiskey. What's gone into you, buddy? I got a meeting down there. Okay, man. I'm not gonna bother you with questions. Go to the cinema and find Anna. Whoa! Oh no, not that. Not just that. Oh wow. What just happened? Anyway, you guys, as you guys can see, a lot of really awesome games can be made with the Sandbox, and this is just a clear example of one of them. Make sure to go ahead and download the GameMaker using the link in the description and pinned comment, and you can even earn sand, which can be exchanged for real money by filling out the form with your code. More info down below. That's it for today. Make sure to go like and subscribe, but I'll be seeing you all next time. Bye!